Uh, Now we are recording. We're cooking with fire. Good evening, everybody. This is the 11th Ward Community Zoning Meeting um, for our property at 3539, 3541, and 45 South Union. I am Alderman Nicole Lee from the 11th Ward. We're here to discuss this zoning change request to change from the current zoning of single-family residential RS3 to multifamily RT4. We have with us the owners of the property as well as their attorney, Mr. Paul Kolpak. For those of you who haven't not joined us before for one of these community zoning meetings, all of the zoning changes that are requested um, of the ward have these community meetings where the applicants provide information on what they're proposing, why they've requested the change. The community has an opportunity to ask questions, raise concerns. If you are a neighbor living next door, you might have a concern about how they're digging the foundation or trash and parking and the like. We like for neighbors to have an opportunity to ask questions and weigh in. And then, hopefully we can work through all of those things. I don't make any of these changes in a vacuum. As I said, these are recorded and then this will be published on our YouTube channel. So if you have questions, I'll ask that you hold those to the end. We're going to do a quick presentation here. And then we'll open it up to questions. Okay. Paul, I'm going to share my screen so I can pull up your drawings. Go with that one first. Actually, let me open up the other file. I thought I had it all squared away and I didn't.
I figured I was the only person who couldn't
No,
do this.
I thought I was so smart and I did not download. I need these two open. So I'm going to start with that one.
Or David, do you have yours that you can share?
Oh,
Yeah,
I think
No?
I'm good. I'm
Okay.
good.
okay.
Okay.
All right. Um, you should be able to see my screen now.
Yep.
Hopefully, and I'm gonna move this out of the way for the people who are in the room, the closed captioning. So Paul, why don't you go ahead and get started?
Sure. Good evening. Thank you very everybody for coming tonight, taking time out of your evening, and we really appreciate it. Uh, Along with myself, I'm the attorney for the project for the Hughes family, and with us we have David Madera, who is our architect, and he will be responding to more specific questions about the building, etc. But as a background, the Hughes family has owned these three lots for 75 plus years. And the property at 3539 is an existing single family home that will stay the way it is. There is a vacant lot in the middle, which is the 3541 property, and we're hoping to be able to build a two-unit building with a two-car detached frame garage. And then as we go further east, the property at 3545, we are also going to request to be able to construct a two-story, two-unit building with a two-car detached garage at that point, at that area. The property is currently zoned R3. The properties are a little less than 2,997 feet in area. And in order to be able to do this, we need to go to the RT-4. This would give us the ability to have the two units. We would do what they call a type 1 zoning, which would mean that whatever the community would agree to, we would present that and we would not be able to make any deviations so that there's no bait and switch here. So what you see, if you agree and the alderwoman agrees, that is what would be constructed. We are also going to be requesting, because of the narrow of the lots, in there is a minimum of a total 5 foot setbacks. We'd like to construct a 20-foot wide building, and unfortunately, our lots are 24 feet. So part of the zoning would be not only the change from R3 to RT4, but also to request a 1 foot, variation to the side yards. The Hughes family At this point, with the idea is to keep the family together, and so that the tradition of the Hughes family living in this area is continued. So that's why we're coming to you. And David, do you want to go forward with anything I missed as far as the building?
Oh no, I think the building will fit real nice in with the neighborhood. And we're taking down that green sided building that has seen its days, and we replace it with a very new modern building.
And you can see the building. David, what's the height of this building so that people can get a perspective? And what would be the materials that you would be using?
Okay.
David?
Yes, I am. Okay. The top of the building, from the top of the roof down, will be 30 feet. The building is going to be a masonry building. It'll have a nice decorative stone front to it. The entrance in the front will just serve the first floor and second floor unit. The side entrance will serve the basement unit. So this way, it's not a clutter of doorways and stairs in front of the house. It'll fit in like a normal two-story single-family home, not knowing anybody that there's a basement unit in it.
Is this a duplex with an apartment on top, or is it actually 3 units?
No, it's 2 units. The
Two units.
basement is 1 unit.
Basement is 1 unit. Okay,
And the
got it.
second and the first and second floor is 1 unit. I think when you get to
Got
the floor plans, you'll see that the first floor it's typical of everybody else's house. It's a living room, kitchen, dining room, powder room. And then when you go to the second floor, it's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and a little laundry room up there. So it's, oh, there it is.
That's the basement here?
Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, that's the basement plan. That's a 2 bedroom, 2 bath unit with a kitchen, dining room, living room. It has a back entrance and then it has a side entrance.
And then we get to the first floor. That's it.
And
Second and third floor are all 1 unit.
1 unit.
Right, and then the two buildings are identical. Same
Yes,
plans.
they will. Unless it might be, if they change a doorway here or a kitchen here or there, but basically they should be this almost identical.
Got it. So I think, Paul, you mentioned earlier that the Hughes family, is, maintaining ownership of the two buildings. Both buildings will be owner occupied. This is what I love about our neighborhood is that families, that have the opportunity to stay together actually do. So, the idea is that these two buildings would be built and then the family would maintain ownership of the three and they'd all be together there. So that I just wanted to make that clear that these are both going to be owner occupied buildings. This is not a situation where the Hughes family is selling the lots to develop them for anything other than their own families. Does anybody have any questions?
Why is there a variance on the north lot if they're not gonna do anything to that building?
Well, because see, the north lot, I'm going to call it, I'm sorry, my directions are terrible, but are we talking
Yep.
the existing Hughes home? The property at 3539, the existing?
Yep.
Well, that will not need a variation what we're trying to do is the middle lot is the vacant lot. And our problem there is in order to sell off the vacant lot, you have to make everybody compliant. Okay, and then there's a lot of lots in your ward where people have a side yard and over time, everybody played in it like when I was a kid. And but now people are more developing it. So we have to put that in. It is not any longer a separate proceeding at the Zoning Board of Appeals. David has designed, that property is going to stay, but we have to make sure that property is in compliance because they use the vacant as a side yard.
Paul, real quick, is the vacant lot attached to the existing home at 3539? Do the pins have to be separated?
No, the pins do not have to
Okay.
be separate.
Okay, I was just curious.
Yeah. So does that answer your question?
Good enough, yeah.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I don't see anybody raising hands, so I mean, if you want to just shout out if you've got a question, please feel free. There are going to be two framed 2-car garages.
Yes,
Yep.
So each building will have a 2-car garage.
correct.
With alley access.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like my easiest meeting all day,
Because
really.
there's no garage behind 39.
Yeah, correct, yeah.
Right, no,
So what, and the existing structure, oh, there is a question. So there's something in the chat.
Yes.
My understanding is the Hughes family, one of the daughters is going to be moving in there. Okay.
I am.
Yes,
Mrs. Hughes is staying in her property.
Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
that-
I'll from Mary Kate Cotel, yes, the Hughes family will be living in the buildings. That is correct. Parking is always a concern everywhere, which is why I just raised it just on the record. There are going to be each building will have a 2-car garage in back, and there are only 2 units in each of these buildings. They're not being rented to multiple people. There's not gonna be 20 people living in the building with a lot of cars. So the idea would be that their cars would be parked in the garages. Hope that answers your question. Is there any way you can get permit parking on the block? Yes, we can talk to you about that. That just requires that your neighbors agree to it, right? There's a petition process and that requires 75% of the properties agreeing to doing permit parking. We can absolutely have that conversation. Okay, you are welcome. Any other questions? Eric, go ahead. I see your hand.
Hey, no, not really a question. I think it looks great. I just want to verbalize. I think the 2 additions look good. I'm glad that it's staying within the family, and like you mentioned, it kind of shows how Bridgeport grows with that good density. So yeah, I just want to say I'm really supportive of this. The 2 buildings look good.
Great. Thanks, Eric. We'll miss you in the room. You must be on baby duty. Eric
I
comes
am.
to a lot of our zoning meetings. So does Matt.
Yeah.
Matt, do you have any questions? No.
Because someone asked, is the trash situation, guessing it's private trash, it's only 2 units per building.
Actually, public city would give them cans. It's 4 units
Sorry,
or
that's what it meant.
yeah, 4 units or more. So that would just be regular, they
Regular
get
pickup.
the 2 cans in the back.
Seems straightforward.
Yep. Yeah, trash and parking are almost always the main things, aside from density, but this is the, like I said at the beginning, this is the kind of building that I love, that family staying in the ward and growing here and having place for the grandkids to stay in the community. I hope to have that situation when my time comes. Yeah. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, I'm happy to support this. There weren't any major issues that were brought up here at all. So that's always a good thing. I will provide a letter of support, Paul. So you'll work with Juanita to get that. And again, this would be a type 1 zoning change from RS3 to RT4 for all 3 of the properties, 3539, 3541, and 3545. And the type 1 again means that the plans that were just shown, if anything changes, like they can't just add a story to this.
If anything changes, we come back.
If anything changes, you come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And my grandma's house, 3539, we have a renter in there and his thing is not. So we're told we needed to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, great. Thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Megan, how are you? It's been a while.
What's up, Paul? Nice to see you.
Nice seeing you. Okay, this sounds great.
Thanks,
Now
everybody.
Now, are we waiting till for the next one, 40 minutes? Because that's what we said in your
Yeah.
letter.
Hold on, Paul, hold on one second, okay?
Yeah.
That was nice and easy. Thank you.
Yes, it was. Smooth.
I almost.
Did you stop
checked out.
recording?
Yeah, I just hit stop.
Okay.
Stop
Hey, Juanita, how are you?
video.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna on the other link, okay?
Thank you.
All right, see you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Nicole, nice to